Chapter 25. Conclusions, Summary and Future. I'm going to make this very brief. Me being me, this book is provocative and it is meant to be. After a lifetime in psychiatry, I find much that is wrong with it. Quite openly, I am anti-medication. They certainly should not be the only and first-line treatment. In the severely mentally ill, medication should be given along with and after having provided all the support systems needed. Medication should be part of an ongoing cooperation between the patient and the therapist. The cooperation should not involve paternalism and delegitimization of the patient's point of view. His needs, as seen in his eyes, are of paramount importance. I firmly believe that all therapy should be conducted primarily in the community, and above all, psychiatric services should be placed in the community. They should be part of a gamut of integrated social services. All services should not only be integrated, but should be a continuum containing services which give continuous service from the emergency room into the community and back again. Hopefully, these integrated services can ensure that the patient never returns. I am also opposed to the imperialistic and rampant intervention by the legal profession in mental health. I can see little good and a lot of harm. I have made some conceptual claims and observations which I hope will be understood and considered. I claim that we are virtually a spaceship, and we are aware of the pilot, which is you or me. Most of the time, behind us and a place where we could be aware of it, if you were wanting to be aware, is the automatic everything. This consists of automatic thinking, automatic feeling, and automatic behavior. I claim that as we differentiate, we develop these three parameters, and as they work, we are generally unaware of what they are doing and how much they influence our choices. I make two assumptions. The first is that we are continually and automatically making choices. Part of the automatic thinking is a system of beliefs which is incorporated as we develop, adapt and adopt the beliefs of our mothers, fathers, family, society, religion, profession and nation. We can and often do make choices and are not aware of them. We have a certain safety valve which I call daydreaming. This is a means whereby one can do, yet not be responsible for any consequences because there aren't any. In this way, we can short-circuit the overriding beliefs and other limitations. I am suggesting, and I intend further investigating, that the psychotic has a defect in the process of fantasizing and imagination. The automatic everything is virtually, amongst other things, also a scanning mechanism which evaluates what is going on around us. The process works whereby automatic thinking is colored by automatic feeling. The automatic feeling is much faster than the standard thought process and it alerts us to danger. It has become part of an important evolutionary tool. Our automatic feelings are modulated by a thermostat, mood. The way we think affects the way we feel, and the way we feel affects the way we think. The mood is the way this happens. The mood can be stuck in a certain position and will determine whether we are depressed or manic. Underneath our conscious level is a storage area which obeys the laws of dreams. There are two kinds of psychosis. The first kind is when the choosing system and acceptance by the pilot of the correct automatic thought. In this case, we see a psychosis where we can understand what the patient is saying, though he can't join in with his appreciation of what is happening. His reality testing has broken down. The second kind is when there is a breakdown between the conscious and subconscious. Here, everything is completely bizarre because the language is that of dreams and the storage of information, as opposed to the automatic everything, where the storage is and does follow the rules of logic in as much as they are ordered in time and space. Now, for a few words about the non-severely mentally ill or so-called neurotics. Here, I believe that there is an underlying personality defect which will eventually decompensate. The underlying personality defect is brought about because the patient has learnt that all they have to do in life to be happy is to avoid being unhappy and spend the rest of their time trying to do just this. My therapy is also controversial, inasmuch as I oppose interpretations and transparencies involving a second party, namely the therapist. I believe that the patient seeing what is happening in the automatic everything is able to decide on the change and do it. My last point is to re-emphasize that we are talking about behavior change and every behavioral change undergoes certain processes, one of which will be a relapse. It is only natural, common and obvious that it will happen. So, do not be concerned when you relapse. Just start all over again. I have tried to elucidate and illustrate what I'm thinking by setting up mock sites which I provided in web page that are free to use. Well, there it is, David. That's what I would have told you. God alone knows what you would have made of it all. We never got the chance to know. All I can tell you is that your son, Gur, is doing just fine. Leeds United is emerging from the mess that they were in. Another false dawn? I think not, as Bielsa is the new Revi. You know, as usual, we pray this isn't another false messiah, and this time the sun will shine on us. We still love them, and always will. After all, we are all Leeds, aren't we? Strange to tell, but I think about you quite often. I certainly avoid any cyclists, and I phone up your mum quite often. I wish you were here, lad. What more can I tell you? God bless wherever you may be. Marching on together, David.